this is what we call our cell therapy session on StreamYard. We just started
Okay.
this, and it's dealing with the mental health aspect part of not only in the prison system but life in general. So I just want to,
Yeah.
touch on that. How deep, was the mental state of of us in that being put in that situation with prison to you. Well, how deep was that with your mental state? How important was that?
The middle state, I think that that was the most traumatic part because I never had any anxiety or anything such as that before prison. So the
That's
trauma
important.
itself of the system and the onset of anxiety, because I didn't even know what it was that I was feeling. I just knew I couldn't sleep. I just knew that my brain would just go, 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 and would never stop. So some days I would just, because it will always last 2 weeks, and I would just stay to myself, wouldn't get any sleep, and my brain would just turn, turn, turn. Uh, and when people would talk to me, my conversation would be limited. So it took someone to tell me that I was experiencing
Mm,
anxiety, and they one of the women said the best way to deal with that is because a lot of women always walked. We had this big track, so they will always get a partner and walk. And I didn't know why, but it was to deal with the anxiety. So she was like, just in the evening time, when you get done with everything after dinner, go down a hill and just walk and just pray. So that's when I realized that I had developed mental health from the trauma of what I had gone through. And then once I was released, I realized too, a lot of us go in, especially our men, they go in and they develop mental health issues and then are released and they go straight back to working, taking care of their family, and they're never able to deal with the mental health, which is why you have people that sometimes return back to prison or end up having a lot of mental health breakdowns. So when I
hmm
started, once I was released, I was right back at the first 2 years in prison. I started right back having the same issues. I couldn't sleep. I would be up for days. So I couldn't sleep. I was sitting in a room all day with the door closed. So I realized, okay, it's like it started all over again. So I have to learn how to live out here again. So what I
hmm
did was I immediately sought mental health counseling. And I stayed in counseling for 18 months and to
No,
get
that's right.
help that I needed because I needed to be whole for myself, but I especially needed to be whole for my daughter because I felt she already lost me for 5 years. And then to have to come out and not have her mother be present, and then I'm physically there, but not mentally there. It was just important to me to be mentally healthy. And those 18 months were so beneficial to me getting where I am because Eric, I didn't work. I told my PO, I can't possibly come out here and just jump right back into society and and then you all think that I'm just gonna be okay. And then when he would just pop up, I even had to tell him with that. I was like, that is traumatic. When you just pop up at my house
Pop
and
up,
you're knocking
yeah.
on the door.
Don't announce it.
Call me.
That's right.
Call me because I'm like, it's so traumatic. So by the grace of God, God is so good that He just gave me really good probation officers that were really understanding of the mental health issues that needed to be addressed and allowed me an opportunity before dropping back out to society to address those mental health issues and to get some
Nice.
stability for that because I didn't start working until 2023. Okay. And that's when I started with dream.org. And then even with them, um, one of the ladies, Miss Ruby, that actually was my reporting person for my internship. she's formally impacted, but she also deals with helping people with mental health issues. So I realized I was better, but I still needed some work because she was like, "Oh, do you anywhere? You always in the house. I never see you do anything." So she started helping me too, with my mental health issues on, okay, today this is what we're going to do. You're going to go out to this place for an hour and you're going to do this. And I started to be able to break out of those restraints of, I was still living like an incarcerated person.
Yeah.